I've always been interested in doing one of those at-home kits that tells you your ethnicity estimates. My mother has, for many years, claimed that her own great-grandmother was completely Native American, and I recently learned that this is apparently something common for Southerners to claim.
I am part Native American.
Yeah, but that it is rarely true.
Oh, wait. I have facts to back this up.
I finally went ahead and bought one of the kits because there's nothing I enjoy more in life than proving my mother wrong. Fast forward a few weeks, I get my results. I am 0% Native American.
Are you happy now?
Which isn't exactly shocking. The real surprise comes from the fact that I'm also 0% Eastern European.
What?
This probably wouldn't mean much for most people, but I happen to be Polish, or at least I thought I was. I have an unpronounceable, very Polish last name. My great-grandparents were Polish-speaking immigrants. My paternal grandfather himself spoke Polish as a child. My first thought was that the test was a mistake. My results came over a week before the projected arrival date, and I knew I should be somewhere around 25% Polish/Eastern European. So maybe there had been an error somewhere at the lab.
So
I started digging around through my DNA relative matches. I had matched with an extended cousin with my mom's maiden name, living in the state that she grew up in. So the DNA analyzed was definitely mine, and this was not a switch tube situation.
Ooh.
There were only two possible explanations. Either my own dad was not my biological father, or my Polish grandfather was not the biological father of my dad. I look a lot like my father, so it seemed unlikely that we weren't related. However, there was no strong family resemblance between my dad and his own father. In fact, my grandfather and many of his siblings had, we'll call it striking nose that my sister and I had often rejoiced in not inheriting. Also, my paternal grandparents had a disastrous marriage and a bitter divorce. An affair did not seem out of the question. My paternal grandfather died over 10 years ago, but my paternal grandmother is still living, and I gave her a call. It took a while for me to fully explain the DNA testing to her. She's 87, but we got there. She denied it and tried to explain the unexpected results with a long ramble about migrating European tribes before I was finally able to make her understand that I would be able to test relatives from the Polish side of the family and determine whether or not I was actually related to them. She told me that she didn't think that was a good idea and I should think about it before contacting anyone. I think I knew it right then, but it wasn't until today, 2 days later, that she finally admitted it to my sister. My father had been lied to his entire life about his biological father. So who is my actual paternal grandfather? To be determined. My grandmother promised my sister that she'll tell the two everything when my sister gets into town for Christmas. She requested that we not tell anyone until then. It's too late. My sister already told everyone.